Yeah, I'm sure. I've just said to them, wait till after the game to get the autographs. That'd be good. But look, I think that's, we are now those players ourselves. So as I said to Melly, you are now a Richie McCaw for your young generation. So it's good to have, to grow up and been watching a Richie Mwanga or a Sam Whitelock or, these guys as they come through, Cody Taylors, etc., that have been All Blacks for a number of years. And in Super Rugby, as we know, you tend to watch the better teams, and the better teams tend to people tend to gravitate towards the better teams, and the Crusaders have been one of those. But our players now have a chance to forge that for the next generation of Fijian players. So, yes, but, you're up against some players that you look and go, wow, I'm playing against this guy who was an All Black. And, I was 11 years old and I was watching him, or I was 12 years old and I was watching him. That's great. Go out there and show him what it's like to play against a 21-year-old now that he's 30. Now that he's 30 or 31, he's going up against a 21-year-old. Show him what it's like to be a 21-year-old again, So trying to find a way to help these guys stay focused on our job. We're fine from that perspective. I think, our preparation has been around what we want to do. But there is that element, and that's the excitement about Super Rugby Pacific. And I don't want to, hide away from the fact that some of these players are going in against these guys they've been watching on telly. But we want to turn around and say, well, you're now that player. Now you forge your own name, you forge your own career in Super Rugby, so that there's another 11-year-old, young 11-year-old boy or girl on the islands that are watching you, and they growing up wanting to be a Melly or a Mesu or a Manassa or whatever it is. Somebody in there, those young boys now have Indrua players to follow.